Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here. It's the Mac. Welcome back to showcase here of Game of the Week from Wargame Design Studio. It's Naval Campaigns, Midway. So I said I'm going to start a new new coverage here to showcase the Game of the Week that comes out of the company. And so this week is actually Midway. So Naval Campaigns, man. I think it's been many years since I actually showcased a game from this particular series of the company, the Naval Campaigns. I think I did, what was the name of that title? It might have been Wolf Packs or something. Wait, let's go back to the channel. Let's go back to this. I think I've only covered one game of the Naval Campaigns. Let's see here. Here we go. Kriegsmarine, I think it might be called. Yeah, it was Kriegsmarine. Yeah, not Wolfpack. It was actually Kriegsmarine. This is the one I covered many years. A few years ago. And I haven't played any of these games for all those years. I just went through that, and I gotta say I really don't know much about the series, but I want to get into it. It's because it's released from the company. It's a very good naval simulator of the era, and it's been pretty popular, I would imagine, from people. So we're gonna have a crack at this. We're gonna have a look at it, man, and I think I'm gonna do the getting started. Try to go through it and explore it, because it really is. I'm nowhere near familiar with this series that comes out of the company, but we're gonna give it a crack, and I think it's more advanced than any of the other series, because it really boils down that you have an interest in naval campaigns and naval battles. I myself don't. I gotta say that. I actually don't have an interest. I never had, but that's how it goes. You find your poison, basically, and that's what you like. In strategy games. But naval battles has not really been my forte. I know about battleships and aircraft carriers and destroyers and all kinds of that, but I not much else. Subs, submarines and stuff, of course. But tactics and how they how it plays out and stuff. It's man, I'm rusty. I don't know not much about that. But so this is the title here. It's Midway. It was a famous. It's one of the really turning point battles of the Pacific Theater versus the Japanese and the Americans. There, it was. I read a lot about that. It was actually a shitload of luck from the Americans that they actually pulled it off, and there was definitely a huge portion of luck and coincidence in this battle for the Americans. It really played out well for them, but because on the odds, they were facing some heavy odds. In what the Japanese, they have to get 4 aircraft carriers. The Americans only had 3, and the Japanese also had a huge invasion force, and they had a big force there. But as I said, it was sort of coincidence and stuff. And one really important thing is also that the American code breakers had actually cracked and intercepted the whole plan. They basically knew exactly what the Japanese were going to do. Now, that gives you a huge advantage in any battle. If you know exactly what the enemy plans to do, where they're going to go, how they're going to attack, and all that. So the Americans had a huge advantage as well in pure, knowing what the Japanese were, where the aircraft carriers were hidden and all that. And the Japanese actually had no clue at all. They thought they had the best plan ever, and the Americans didn't know anything. But that's how it worked out. And that thing about the luck, it was actually, I think it was one of the attack squadrons that was sort of sent to Midway to fend off the Japanese bombers. They actually bombed the shit out of Midway, but uh, but that force. No, they were actually going after an aircraft carrier they thought were closer to Midway, but it wasn't there. So I think the commander, I don't know his name, but he's a famous man. He made a shot that, okay, either we go back to the aircraft carriers, it's a safe, refuel and rearm and stuff, or we go after one of the Japanese aircraft carriers that they sort of knew where it was. And he made that call, and that really made a huge, because they actually managed to hit that aircraft, and they really did some huge damage. And I think in a very short time span, the Japanese actually lost like 3 aircraft carriers and only had 1 left. So, they basically they lost all 4 in the end, but they were really crippled by that attack. And I think the commander as well for the Japanese, he was sort of, he was taking his planes. He was hesitant of putting torpedoes or bombs on the planes because he was, it was a cost in time basically that was crucial. And the Americans actually managed to launch several waves of attacks before the Japanese had made a call. So it was also like a blunder from the Japanese side that they they were hesitating into certain, but the Americans were like going all in, So that's broad strokes, but very interesting battle if you're into naval fights and stuff. So right, so we're gonna have a look at it. So I have it fired up. So it looks like this when you open it. Very different than many of the other titles of the of the series. You have this different kind of interface basically. So obviously there's lots of battles, different kinds of scenarios here, but yeah, we're going to be doing the getting started, and the getting started is so it's placed out actually in real time, which is kind of cool. These games, you have a pause, you can pause time, do your orders and stuff, and resume time. So it's basically, it's not turn-based. It's happening as you plan your moves, basically. And you have different speeds. You can speed up time, of course, if you have going to sail a long distance with your ships and you just don't want to sit there and watch them in real time. You can speed it up and stuff. So the getting started is the scenarios are designed to be used with the getting started help file. Yeah, we're going to be looking at that. I will step you through the basics of play and get into the action as quickly as possible. This is based on the Wake Island scenario. The 2 forces are placed within deployment boxes, with the Imperial Japanese forces somewhere to the west of the U.S. forces. The players should play the U.S. side, yeah, so we know that. We're going to be manual, we're going to have Japanese automatic. It doesn't say anything about optional rules. So, that's a default. Interesting. Aircraft. We're going to leave it like that because it actually says nothing about the rules. You shouldn't touch the rules basically. So we just leave it like that. Okay, and okay, right. So this is what it looks like here. You have a tactical map, a quick map. To click around. Here is the American fleet, the Saratoga, and with all the ships accompanying this aircraft carrier. There's lots of ships here. There's destroyers. I'm not sure what the CA is. I don't know much about ships, man. Heavy cruiser, right? These are destroyers, right? So these are cruisers. Okay. I should say destroyer as well. Yeah, DD it says. So CA is a heavy cruiser, right? Yeah. So I really don't know much about different ships and stuff. I just don't know it. But we're gonna look at this as a pure game. So what you do have is a flagship, and this is the main flag. You can zoom all the way in to the ship here. It's pretty cool. They're pretty nice models of these ships, Minneapolis, this was a famous ship as well. Astoria. Yeah, so these are the ships in this whole battle group, basically. San Francisco one. And here's the main thing. Yes, you can zoom out a lot. Here's Wake Island. Oops. Yeah, this is Wake Island right here. So the Japanese are somewhere to the west. Okay, and here's the battle group there. Right. Right. So you have a flagship, and basically all orders are issued from the flagship, and all these ships will sort of act in coercion. How you move around a ship, if you move an individual ship, it will become detached from the attack fleet, and you will constantly have to, have a look at the ship and do individual actions for it. And so they actually say that they recommend not to actually detach from the fleet. That you should use your as the flagship as much as possible. Right. So if you right click, you will see that the Saratoga had 2,300 crew. Size, I don't know if that's 38,746 tons, maybe. Belt 6 inches, deck 2 inches. Has a range of 19,000. It has 8.8-inch guns. It's a Lexington class. Task Force 14. All right. So there is like information on all the ships here. So if we do the San Francisco, for instance, it's 1,000 men, 9 8-inch guns. So is this one got 8 8-inch guns? That's pretty good. 8 5-inch guns. 9 8-inch guns. Okay. Yeah, so that's how they are armed. Right. So let's refer to this. So they tell you basically what I just said. The red rectangle indicates how much of the overall situation is visible in the main chart. Okay. Also notes visibility is 14.8 nautical miles. And there's wind is blowing from the northeast. Yeah, 20 knots. So knots and nautical miles and stuff, man, it's so Greek to me. I don't know, but it's you're gonna have to know this stuff if you want to understand ranges and stuff. All right. Okay, so we talked about the jump mat. We just went through that, and there's 13 ships in the formation apparently, and the Saratoga is the flagship. So it says in general you would use the flagship to control information during the battle. This is particularly important with carrier group in order for your supporting ships to stay in formation with the carrier. All right. So we already clicked on the ship there. It says it's a flagship. It's heading west. Yeah, it's heading west. That's right. It's got. These are the planes on the. So spotted means that those are the planes that are on the deck, and H would be hold. I would imagine those are the planes stored under the deck there. So there's 44 planes there. It's like 80 planes, man. It's quite a lot. It's traveling 32 knots. It seems like a pretty fast speed. I'm not sure. This also means that it has a radar on it. That green thing there. Yeah, the radar is equipped. The plane icon with the red X. That's right, below. It indicates that it can conduct air operations, but at this time something is preventing it. In this case, it's wind. So the carrier is not turned into the wind, allowing it to launch aircraft. So you need to be turned into the wind, okay? That's something new I didn't know, but I guess that would be... So when the planes get off, they quickly get wind out of the wings, so they can, quickly rise up into the air, I would imagine. And finally, the values of the upper and high portion of the image represents as spotted flights. Yeah, so those are the flights on the deck and those in the hangar. Okay, it's 36 on the deck. Yeah, we know. All right. Using a right mouse button, click on the picture of the ship and hold the down button. Yeah, we did that. We got the information. And next, click on the remaining ships in the battle group. You'll find 3 cruisers and 9 destroyers. Okay. So the destroyers are all equipped with active sonar in yellow dot. Okay, so they have the DD has active sonars. So that's sonars probably, so they can detect submarines and stuff. All right. Let's see. To determine more information about the selected ship, click on the ship range button in the toolbar. That's right. So let's take the Saratoga here, for instance, and you zoom out. You see all these rings? So I think, let's see, this purple one is actually the visibility, what they can actually see, how far they can see out in the ocean there. I think, let's see. The yellow circles indicate the max. No, okay. The yellow circle indicates the maximum visibility. Wow. So this is the visibility right here. Okay. Yeah, it seemed like pretty far there. So that's how far they can see. All right. It's based on the current condition. The maximum visibility can change during the battle. The black circle indicates the maximum range of the main guns on the ship. Those are those 8-inch guns, so they can fire this far. All right, interesting. This is how far we can see. And let's see. The ship can only fire at enemy ships when they are within its circle. Okay. When it is present, an orange circle indicates the maximum range of any secondary guns. Yeah, so there's no secondary guns on this. Likewise, if there's a blue circle, that indicates the maximum range of torpedoes. Okay, secondary guns. Oh, let's see here. So maybe San Francisco. Yeah, these are secondary guns right here, and these are the main guns, and that was the visibility. Okay. Patterson says this one here has these are the torpedoes, and this is the starboard and what do you call it? Starboard and barboard? I don't know. Or stern and yeah. This is where they fire their torpedoes, and so this would be, I think that would be the maximum range, I would imagine. I think so. These are the main guns. Visibility. Wow, they have huge visibility. Do they have better visibility than? I don't know. Seems like they have, a longer visibility. Yeah. In addition, since the ship is equipped with a radar, you will also see purple circle indicate the maximum range of radar. Okay. Okay, that's what? Is that the radar? Yeah, that was the radar, and this is the visibility. All right. Okay. Main guns, and what the heck was the blue now? Okay, that means it can fire torpedoes. If there's a blue circle, then it indicates the maximum range of torpedoes can be fired if the ship has torpedoes. Okay, I don't think they have on this. I don't think it's armed with torpedoes actually, because then you would have this indication here. They have torpedoes. It says, yeah, Saratoga only has those main guns, but this is the maximum range anyways. All right. Also notice if you move the mouse to the edge of the screen, make sure it will scroll in that direction. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If you click on the ship name button on the toolbar, then the name of each ship will be drawn on the main chart. Okay, what does that mean? All right, so you can remove the names. Okay, yeah. Okay. In this way, you can keep track of several ships at any one time. Remember that you can click on any display in the ship list, and the main chart will be scrolled. Okay. If you click on the enemy ship, only certain information will be displayed about that ship. Yeah. Fog of war. The main chart has an adjustable scale. Okay. You can zoom out with the main chart display by pressing the button. Yeah. So you could use those buttons for zooming. but you can also use your mouse wheel. So I don't see the point in those. But no, not everybody has a wheel on their mouse. So you can also use keys, right? So you perform most maneuvers using two functions: turning and changing speed. Turning and changing speed. Okay. On the toolbar, you will see two basic buttons for turning your ships. The first turning counterclockwise, the second is turning clockwise. When you click on either of the buttons, it issues a command to the selected ship to turn in that direction. Each time you click on the button, it will command the ship to turn an additional 2 naval points, or 22 degrees. Thus, you can click on the button twice to turn 45. Okay. Full speed and full stop. Okay, so those are these buttons here. That must be full speed, full stop, increase, decrease speed, and this will be just port and starboard. That's right. But you want to use these for the group, so the whole group changes. Okay. It is possible if you select an individual ship and then chart and click one of the turn buttons, you will notice the main chart green arrow appear showing the new command. However, based on the size of the ship, it will become some time before it actually accomplishes the turn. Also, you should understand that when you change the direction of the group of ships, that you should issue the turn command only to the flagship. The other ships in the group will automatically follow. Okay. And you should avoid issuing commands to individual ships in the group, as this will cause them to become detached. Yeah, that's what I said before. There are two basic buttons. Toolbar changes speed. So you have... They cannot go any faster than slow ship in the group. Okay, there's a row of buttons on toolbar. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is the time. You can increase and decrease time. As previously mentioned, this battle will be primarily air operations. In order to prepare you to perform those, we need to cover several key points. Basic carrier operations begin with search, then strike when enemy carriers are found. So search and destroy, basically. An aircraft carrier must be turned into the wind. Yeah, we know that. In this case, northeast. Watch relatively wind strength. You can sail too fast and too slow for flight operations. Okay. After sending out the search, pre-spot your strike as well as a cap. Okay. It's important to maneuver when attacked as well as going fast to make it harder for bomb torpedoes. Okay, and the following items are tasks you will be engaged, but they will prevent you from being a launch aircraft. Okay, be careful of fouling deck with elevator operations. So you're spotting to flight deck, returning to the hangar deck. You can't launch aircraft while crews are still moving other craft in position. Okay, very important. Be care of overspotting the flight deck. Maximum half total capacity. Okay, so maximum 40 planes then. In this scenario, the number of void is 45. Okay. Take a look at the carrier by double click on its icon. Alright. Alright, we got something here. Alright. Wow, these are all the planes. Spotted. So these are already on deck, and we have some Wildcats. These, I don't know really much about the different planes. Maybe these are the scout planes. These have like 1,000-pound bombs. They're in the hangar actually, and those are the 500-pound bombs. These are probably. They can probably launch torpedoes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Listed will be the aircraft you have on the carriers. Yeah. The top 2 flights have been assigned to patrol missions, guard the sky over the battle group, intercept any enemy aircraft that are incoming. You need to allocate a certain number of aircraft to search missions and retain a balance to really perform strikes. Okay. Before we start the scenario, let's go ahead and assign the aircraft we want to use to search, as they will need to get into the air as soon as the scenario starts. So scroll down a little ways and you can see the entire block of SBD. Yeah. Dauntless groups that are in the flight deck. This is a total of 18 aircraft. Select the first one with your mouse and then press and hold shift key to the last. All of the flights will be highlighted. Next, press mission. Search tab. Okay. Right, so all those there, interesting. That must be these then. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18. Did it say 18? Yeah, it's 18 aircraft. It's 2 times, it says. All right. Mission. Right. So they're going to go on a mission. Search. Okay. All right. Now we need to assign the specific of your search. We want to set the range as to how far the planes will fly out, and when we need to determine the direction and arch they will cover. As mentioned before, our intelligence tells us that the Japanese fleet is somewhere to the west. Wake is a little over 150 nautical miles from us, so I will set the 200-mile search radius. All right. $200 miles. This will allow our aircraft to go a little bit beyond the island, give us good check coverage. I'm going to have my aircraft fan out in a 100-degree arch so that they go out in a cone towards the island but overlap the ocean on both sides for a considerable distance. Also note that the loiter option has been set for carrier. Okay. Click that. So what is that? Why is that? This means that any flights discovering an enemy carrier will remain within visual contact with it in order for the rest of the battle group to hone in on it. We're not as concerned with the other surface ships at this point. Once the properties have been set, the values, you want to go ahead and click OK. So this is kind of maximum course degrees. 220 maximum course 320. Okay, so this I not really understand, but I think we should just do as they tell us here. All right, search, right? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna press the OK button. Boom. Right here on the planes. All right. Okay, so they're like, ready to go. Yeah, there have been new orders since we issued the mission of the group planes. The program will control the spacing and fan them out when needed. Likewise, if you assign striker patroller to group planes or an aircraft have the ship, they will circle until the aircraft involved already, and they will begin flying towards destination. Okay. We have done our preparatory orders, have generated an idea what we need to do in this situation, so it's time to get activities underway. Close aircraft dialog by pressing the OK button. Click on the black button on the toolbar to begin the battle. Okay. Boom. All right, we're moving. We are moving. Whole fleet is moving west. Interesting. Right, so the wind, we need to turn into the wind. Northeast. So we need to sort of face, the wind is coming from here, I would imagine. So we need to move our ships in that direction. You note that your fleet is sailing due west, which is fine if you were heading for surface engagement. It doesn't work too well if you're in this situation. Remember, your carrier must be facing the wind. So let's look at the fleet turn. We need to do issue the group turn command. Starboard. Continue until you're facing northeast. All right. There, it says northeast now. So and you can tell by this little arrow that we want to go in that direction. So yeah, you can actually see ships starting to turn. Okay. Feel free to speed up the game a little at this point. And 4 times the speed. All right. Here we go. Yeah, it's a bit faster now. Yeah, it's turning. Yeah, so kind of interesting. I mean, I would have no clue what to do here if I wasn't really getting started, man. It's a, yeah, this is a very, very different game than now. I think it probably reminds a lot of the Naval camp. I mean, they have the Air War series. That's in real time too, right? So the balance group turning around now, man. Okay, we're facing the wind. So what is going on here? Once you're heading in the right direction, you are ready to launch. But remember, there was another item we mentioned that was important for flight ops. That was the relative wind speed. For these aircraft, that value needs to be 25 to 50 knots. Okay, so are we going too fast? Probably. Decrease speed button once, and you will know that after your carrier adjusts speed. 51. Right. Let's decrease speed. Yeah. All right. Might still be going too fast. Too fast, it says. That's the speed of the ship plus the speed of the wind sailing into. Go ahead and decrease the speed of it. You can decrease it by as much as 10 knots. All right. So now I think we have 30 now. So maybe we should go down to like 25. Wow. All right. There we go. There's a plane launched. It's 4 aircrafts on a patrol mission. The Wildcats. Yeah, so these are the ones that are going to be circling around, I think, the battle group, looking for enemy fighters. Okay. Okay. So that's good. Once you get to an adequate speed, the aircraft will start launching. You'll have 2 groups of aircraft performing the patrol, and your search aircraft will begin fanning out. All right. As soon as your last flight is off the flight deck, you need to start bringing other aircrafts up. Okay. So we launched something. I wonder if we're still going too fast for the... This is ready. Yeah, so they're flying around. Sure. Yeah, let's take it down some more. Not sure if it's too slow or not. So they need to get off the deck. There we go. Alright, we got the, there's some more Wildcats rolling. Yeah, alright. Alright, the hell? Let's see. Okay, so they haven't even left the thing yet. I'm gonna have to speed it up a bit. There we go. Two aircrafts. Okay, so they're going out. Wow, looks like we really are going away here. Yeah, so these are my those are those patrol strike aircrafts coming out. All right. Get some more. Get some more. Get some more coming out. There's lots that haven't left yet. Wow, look at this. They're sort of fanning out. Even more. And more. How many have got left? We still have some more to be launched. Last the two planes about to go off. There we go. Nice, take real time. All right, so okay, we have all these planes going like this. Interesting. Really far away from the island, though. All right, what's the next step? As soon as your last flight's off the deck, you need to start bringing other aircraft up so that they will be ready when you need to launch an attack. To do this, double-click on the Saratoga, select the SPD Dauntless group starting in the hangar, and click Spotting. They will then begin the process of moving to the flight deck. You can also scroll down and select 4 TBD Devastator flights and order them to spotting as well. If you need to launch aircraft, but there's still spotting activity going on. Okay, so those there, interesting. Okay, these. All right, we want to get them spotting, and we also want these Devastators. All right, let's get them on deck. It's gonna take some time, probably. Looks like we already have 10 planes on the deck. Okay. Now it's time to get the battle group turned back around and head towards Wake. Issue your command heading either west or west-northwest. Remember though, when the enemy is discovered, you'll need to head back into the wind. Alright, so we need to turn the fleet around. Alright, let's go back. Going west. Right, turning them around. That's an interesting thing to keep track of, man. interesting. You'll have some time to review things as the search missions are carried out and the fleets sail westward. During this time, your crews will be diligently bringing up requested aircraft and readying them for the orders. You can track the progress of this by selecting Saratoga and watching the values in the upper right-hand corner change. In this particular case, I currently have 10 aircraft spotted, and there's 30 more ordered to be moved up from the hangar for operations. It's 14. Not sure. Alright. As time passes, the values will switch till eventually have all 40 aircrafts on deck. This number will change color to where my spotted values will turn yellow. They should never turn red, as that means you have overspotted. Again, you do not want to delay at all when it comes to spotting aircraft. Okay, let's just speed up a bit. My number's not really changing. Spotting, 2 spotting. Wow, it's gonna take some time, that man. Yeah, we could time remaining. We've already been going on for like half an hour, I think. All right. Right. What does it say when it comes to as time passes? They should never turn red. Okay. Strike your. When it comes time to launch a strike, you need to be ready to have flights rolling off the deck right away. Any delay in the operations will mean life or death. Okay. It should be noted that you do not want to send attacks in piecemeal, like the U.S. did during the war. You will watch your flights splash into the water one by one and never accomplish the desired task, that of inflicting damage on the enemy ships. Also, when targeting your strike packages, you should always aim for the carrier first. Cripple your opponent's ability to maintain flight operations. Then you can worry about sinking the rest of his fleet. If you ignore the principle, you will most certainly watch your own fleet sink to the bottom. So always go after aircraft carriers. As the situation develops, there are some more notes to consider. Well, on second thought, you may wish to pause the game because you want to react quickly when the enemy is sighted. Okay. If a ship is hit during battle, a message will flash at the top of the main chart indicating that hit. If the hit is on one of your ships, then 2 numbers will be displayed showing the percentage damage to the ship as a result of the hit and the remaining status of the ship after the hit. If you're not currently viewing the ship that was hit, then you can use the last hit button on the toolbar to scroll the main chart. Okay. Alright. So, what is going on here? Why is this not changing? Where am I? Okay, so they're over here. You can see they're all moving like this. It probably takes quite a while to get these planes up, you know. This is 2 spotting. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I have 13 planes on the deck, so 3 were up. Okay, interesting. Okay, what else does it say? So about hitting the ships. If you're not currently viewing the ship, last hit button. I wonder where that is. Last hit. Yeah. All right. In some scenarios, there's a red line running across the chart. This red line indicates that the Japanese side has an objective. They will attempt to gain victory points by crossing this line. In those situations, the goal is to use your ships and aircraft to prevent them from accomplishing that. Okay. The bar in the lower right-hand corner of the screen will show you the victory status of the battle. This black thing here. Okay. When there is a blue area showing, then you hold advantage in victory points. Or if there's a red area showing, then the enemy holds advantage. If your flag appears there, then you have at least a minor victory. And if the entire bar is blue, you have major. Okay. Resume the game when you're ready. At this point, you know quite a bit about how to fight your naval battles. Really? Have your search planes found their targets yet? If not, they will soon. At least assuming you sent out a good enough search arc. There's always a chance it could slip through. If that's the case, you'll need to send out a new search. But your signal search will return along the same path, so catch them if they came back in the pattern after they passed. But remember, be searching for you too. Once your planes discover the enemy, an announcement will display at the top of the screen stating enemy carrier sighted. You will then have some red dots appear on your jump chart representing these. You may also have some other dots representing enemy search planes. Okay. If you click on the jump chart in the area of the enemy ships, you will be taken to the area where the ships were found. Okay, anything happening here? Okay, wow, they've gone pretty far now. You know, we can increase speed now, probably. Like 30 knots, nautical, yeah, knots. Let's see. You will not get as much detail as you own ships, but you will see the general class of the ship. Okay. I would go ahead and pause the game again now that you have enemy ships in sight. If you have been spotted, in addition to your finding the enemy fleet, you need to do a couple of things. First, get your patrols to shoot down the spotting planes ASAP. How do you do that, though? Next, get your fleet into high gear and perform some evasive maneuvering. Intelligence is only as good as when it was gathered, and you don't want to be in the same place where they originally found you, because almost assuredly a strike force is airborne shortly after receiving the report of your location. And keep in mind that you will need to launch your aircraft soon if you didn't prior to being spotted, so that will further complicate things. You will use the aircraft dialogue and mission dialogue again to send your strike packages. Hammer the enemy CV and worry about the rest later. Once your planes are airborne, you can do further evasive maneuvering and await the results of your strikes. You'll still have some aircraft on board too, so get them on the flight deck and into the air to help protect your fleet. God, okay, wow. Lots of things to keep track of here, man. Alright, speed up. Time. Is there a way to see like fuel and stuff? I don't think so. Wow, these places are so small. Look at the clouds, though. I like the clouds. Here we go. Dogfight 0.3, vulnerability 0.5. Not sure what all that means. We're getting close to Wake Island, man. Okay, what else? Yeah, so when we spot the enemy, we need to go like, what was it? Here's the steps you'll need to go through when assigning strikes. Return to the area main chart where your carrier is located. Double click. remember how I told you to get to remaining? Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully a good number made it before the enemy fleet was sighted. If some are still in the process of coming up, select them and then click spotting button again to cancel those orders. You need to get your strike package airborne right away and then complete bringing the aircraft up once they are gone. Now let's select 6 flight Dauntless aircraft and assign a strike mission. Alright, so we got some shit to do there. We also need to turn the ship, I guess, as it said, into the wind. Alright, so lots of things to keep track of in this game now. That's a nice arc. Alright, can we speed up even more? There's actually times 6 to speed, alright. 10 times the speed, here we go. We might spot the enemy soon, I would imagine. Getting close. I hope. Let's do normal time. Let's just see here. Once you have the flight selected, you have to strike. You have to give the strike a unique name. Okay. I want to repeat the process using the 3 Wildcats towards the top of the aircraft dialog. Ones with no mission assigned to them. Select Control tab. Wow, this is pretty complex stuff, man. There's no messing around here. Alright. Alright, come on. Oh shit, we got something. Enemy fleet carrier has been sighted. Holy sh! Look at this. Look at this. Okay, we have something here. That's an aircraft carrier right there. Unknown. And looks like a dangerous ship there. Wonder if this guy was these planes were the ones that saw it. Yeah, it was. Ooh. Okay, we got it. All right, things are heating up now. All right. Okay, so what were you supposed to do? Let's see. You'll need the aircraft dialogue mission. Hammer the enemy. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Here's the steps. Return to the area main. Okay. Yeah, we want to bring up the thing. There we go. Because we haven't actually been able to get all. We only have these planes. We got some Wildcats there, yeah. So these are the only ones we have. Let's see. Good number before the enemy fleet. If some are still in process of coming up, select them and then click spotting button again to cancel those orders. All right. So we need to cancel this. All right. And these, I would imagine. Yeah, then click spotting button again, cancel. You need to get your strike package airborne right away and then complete bringing the other aircrafts up once they are gone. Now let's select 6 flight Dauntless aircraft and assign a strike mission. All right, here we go, man. It would be these. I have actually more than 6. I have 6 only. Why only 6? select 6 flights of SPD. Oh yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 5. So okay, we're doing worse than the I'm getting started. All right, so strike. Right, let's do it. Mission. Strike. Once you have the flight selected mission, you will need to select strike. We want to give the strike a unique name so that we can assign an escort mission to it. Okay. We also want to select the strike target, which in this case will be the unknown CV. Leave all values alone and click OK. Okay, package name. Okay, mission name. Strike mission. We can't change this field. Oh, we have to write something maybe? CV strike 1, they call it. All right. One. Okay. All right. It's a strike mission. It's a strike type. Is a ship. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely CA unknown. There's 2. Okay. Unknown CV, it says. Yeah, unknown CV. Yeah, this one here. Woo! Almost made a mistake there. Leave all values alone and click OK. Okay. Strike mission. Cool. Now I want you to repeat this process using the 3 wildcard flights toward the top of the aircraft. The ones with no mission assigned to them. Select Patrol tab. All right. It's going to be these. Oops. Mission. Patrol. But this time select the previously used strike name we just assigned. Okay. CV strike. Patrol mission. So they need to escort them. Okay, cool. This will populate the form with all the same values, and you can then click OK. This assignment will have the fighters escort the bombers to give air support. Cool. Yeah, that's probably right. Go. Okay. Sequence is very important. Create your initial mission. Give it a unique name. Assign escort to the package. All right. Click OK again and close the aircraft dialog, and this will return it to the game. All right. Where are we? We're right here, Saratoga. All right. Yeah, so they're over here. We're pretty close, man. Okay. Okay. Now, when we resume the game, our flights will be ready to get airborne. Remember, you must be heading towards the northeast and going less than 50 knots, combined between ship speed and wind speed, to allow your 2 aircraft to launch. As soon as all these aircraft have been launched and the strike is on the way, issue orders to bring the rest of your aircraft up on the flight deck. We want to get a second strike ready to go in the event of the first fail. Wow. Okay. All right. So we need to go northeast again. Um, all right. So I wonder what I wonder what these planes do now. This wide arc. I wonder if they will attack. Probably not. Wow, this is like real dangerous stuff, man. Less than 50 knots. Right, well, I think we need to slow down. Again. Let's bring it down to, what, 24 knots. We don't know if he's seen us. He might have actually launched an attack on us. Don't know. As soon as all these aircrafts have been launched, a strike is on the way. Issue orders to bring up the rest of the aircraft to the flight deck. Okay. You can review all the missions or packages you have assigned by clicking the Packages button in the aircraft dialog. Okay, we're gonna have to look at that later. Let's just get these planes in the air. I think we need to speed up a bit. Let's do 4 times the speed. See what happens. Okay, we got some Japanese there, man. Is he turning back? I think he is. Oops. I don't know what he's doing. Is he going for a suicide attack? Probably getting shot down, man. Oh, we're almost done. So we're traveling 44. Yeah, no more than 50. So we should be fine now to start launching our planes. I think. Strikes. Oh, did I forget to... I think I forgot to... I think I forgot to pause them. Yeah. Come on, man, launch. Here we go. I think those might be the escorts being launched. Not sure. Speed up to 6 times the speed here. Eight times the speed. Here we go. Those are my strike crafts. Okay, they're all circling around. Interesting. Just a 10. I think we can slow down still. Getting ready. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right. So now we should bring up patrol mission strike. These guys we want to get up. We want to get them to spotting. I think we should put everything up. I guess these buffaloes as well. Let's get them all up. Go. Okay, something's going on here. Oh shit, we're being attacked by zeros, man. He's trying to chase me away here. Here's my strike group. See how that goes. Saratoga. Trying to bring all my planes up. Alright. Second strike. Yeah, you can review the mission packages you've assigned by clicking the packages button in the aircraft dialog and opening up package dialog pictured above, or you can use hotkey P. Look at this. American packages. We have the patrol package. Yeah, those are the ones. We have a search package. Yeah, that was the one we launched from the start. Bunch of planes. And we have the strike team. Oh shit. What the hell? What happened? Who's firing? Is there a dogfight here? Wow. Okay, so I think they're like sort of want to keep an eye on where they are. These guys are probably going to bump into those zeros. We have 0 planes spotted at the moment. Hurry up. Wow, that's going to take ages for them to get down there. Okay, we have 3 planes on top. Okay. I wonder if we're supposed to turn the ship around while we are. I think we should while we're loading. Let's go west again. And let's increase it. 30 knots. Oh shit, here we go. Oh shit. Japanese hero zero. Okay. Holy shit, look at that. Did he take... Man, did I lose all my escorts? American Wildcats hit. American hit. Oh man, what's going on? Japanese hit. Oh god, what's going on? Okay, we got... I think these guys are going after me, man. Oh shit. What the heck? Alright, we got 6 planes on deck. Let's do 10 times the speed again. We're in trouble here, man. I think. Let's see what it says. Yeah. It should be noted that aircraft will return to their home base once their mission is complete. You can change that at any time by issuing a manual order for this, to the said aircraft, either intercept or fly, return to land. Also note that the aircraft will automatically refuel and rearm and will return to base with the armament they started with. The player may change this using the load button on the aircraft dialog box. Also note that Japanese aircraft must be returned to the hangar in order to refuel and rearm. Alright. Don't be discouraged if the enemy sinks your carrier repeatedly before you get the hang of these operations. Air ops are a complicated process and not difficult to master. Just keep running through things until you're getting better results. This scenario is winnable, so keep trying until you pull off a victory. Our battle is dominated by air operations, and hence your forces will stay well away from each other. However, surface actions are possible in this game, so here's a few notes. During the battle, your ships will automatically fire at enemy ships they are spotted within their range. If you want to change their target, one of your ships is firing at, you can do it so by the following way. First, click on the ship, select displayed. Next, right click. It will be important during the battle that you stay aware of torpedoes. The Japanese torpedo is particularly effective given its long range. You will notice these torpedoes coming towards you, displayed at the white dot in the water. When you see these, you must maneuver to avoid it, or it can cause significant damage. During a surface action, your main task will be to maneuver your ships to cause the most damage to the enemy, while avoiding damage to your own ships. You perform most maneuvers using 2 functions, turning and changing speed, which we covered previously. Finally, if you want to fire the torpedoes that your destroyers carry, you do the following. First, select the destroyer that you wish to use. This destroyer must have a torpedo icon displayed in its unit picture. Then, while holding down the control key, right-click on the main chart in the direction you wish to fire the torpedo. The torpedo will go in a straight line towards that point and run until it either reaches its maximum range or strikes the ship. Okay. The battle is scheduled to last for 3 hours of real time. Okay. Wow. Alright, so that's it. Still ways off, man. How are we doing on the thing here? I speed up time. Actually, I think maybe we shouldn't be that close. We should probably start turning around a bit. Let's decrease the speed to about 22 there, and we'll do a northeast turn, and we'll speed up the time to the maximum. Shit, something is... There's a strange noise. What does that mean? Are we feeling like... Was that a sonar or something? Oh, this looks really nasty. Hope we are going in the right direction here. Speed up. It looks like he's going straight for me, man. Can I launch any, like, defense? Man, he's going fast. Oh, look at this. Right, what can we launch here? We got 12 planes. Let's see what we can do here. This one is up. So what's what? What is actually... What is a devastator, man? They're terrible. I don't even know what's good. The Wildcats are good for fighters. Buffaloes? What are they? They seem to be alright, but they're still not being... Still being loaded. We have one Dauntless, 3 planes. I don't know. We'll just see how this plays out. Oh, look at this. I think he's gonna bomb me first, man. You can't even see the, oh, look at this. There we are. Oh, man, look at this. It's bad. Oh, shit. Looks like the Japs are coming in for a strike. Can I do something? Launch. What does it mean, launch? Spotting? How do you do this? Launch. Ready? That's right. Patrol. Oh, shit. What the hell's going on? I think we're firing at these planes. American is hit. Damn it. I think he just shot down my patrol crafts, man. We're fighting here. Ah, what's going on? Being fucked. Haha, shit. no! Can we turn? Probably too late. Oh, oh man! Look at this. 25% burning. Ah! Oh, the Japs are winning. Ah, shit. All right. Come on. What are you doing? God, they're slow, man. Oh, it's burning. Wow. It just shut down my ships and tatters, man. Come on. Speed up. What's going on? We still had some planes left, apparently. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh shit, there's another strike force coming, man. Jeez. I wonder if we can still strike missions? Okay. Right, let's get these. Mission. Strike. CB. Strike 2. We want to go for this aircraft carrier. Go! It's burning, man. I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't know. How far are we? Getting close. All right. Come on. If we sink it, probably won't. Here we go. He's got defense. Dogfights. Close. Ah, the Wildcats hit. Come on. Let's just speed it up and see if we can catch. He's going for my. Man, the Japs, no joke, man. Here we go. He's hot on my tails there. Oh man. Let's go. Let's go. You can do it. Come on. Wow, I think we just missed him completely. Oh, that is so bad. I think we just failed completely there. Wow, this is a tough game, man. No joking around, man. It's burning. So I wonder if we can actually release anything here. What's going on? Ready? Launch, man. Crashed. So what did I do wrong here? Something went wrong here. Target. I think something went wrong. Maybe we can't launch. Yeah, probably because our ship is burning. Yeah. What a loss. Terrible. And I think we just completely failed our attack as well. Wow. Speed up time. Wow. I think it's pretty much game over here, man. Can you speed up even more? Probably not. No, it's maximum. I think there's another strike group coming. So how do you do, like, if I want to? Yeah, we haven't even launched that. Wow, we've taken huge casualties here. Shit. Here comes the Japs coming back. Well, so yeah, obviously there's a lot more to this game than this, but gives you a sort of, you know, somewhat understanding, I guess. 154 nautical miles from Wake Island. Yeah, we just completely missed our bomb run, man. I doubt we'll be able to repair this. How do you put the fire out? Lay smoke. Ship aircraft damage. 46. We're still burning, you know. Nothing's been sunk. No targets. Americans have lost, destroyed the aircraft, 22. We have taken out 14 Japanese. We have minor defeat. Our aircraft carrier taking huge damage here. We didn't do any damage to him, man. Completely missed. Terrible. Just terrible. Now. Burning. They're probably trying to put the fire out and stuff, but it's probably going to take like a long time for them to do that. What's this? No firing. Yeah, very complex game. But I wonder if they can land. The ship is burning, man. Is everybody returning back? Those I'm not. Oh shit! Where's your being attacked? I thought it was my planes returning. Actually, cannot land. Yeah, because the ship is burning. Ah! Oh, he's going after other things now. Wow. What a... Look at this. Is he bombing this? He's probably dropping like torpedoes. I think these are torpedoes. I don't know. Could be. Crashed. Woo! I think they just missed the... Just turned the ship a bit. Yeah, see. Oh, look at all the points they have, man. And yeah, in our planes, they can't land because the ship is burning. So they're all going to crash. Terrible. Oh, bam. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Probably have to make the time run out to end. Maybe there's a way to surrender. Retreat, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. It's going to be over soon, though. Ah! Oh, the ship is completely stopped now. Probably the engines, everything. They can't land, the poor buggers. They're going to crash. Wow. Yeah, major victory for the Japs. Wow, look at this. Insane. Boom. Time limit reached. American major defeat. We lost 60 aircraft because they couldn't land. He actually sunk a cruiser. I missed that. Wow. This was so tough. Oh man. Yeah, there you have it. Oh wow, this turned out to be a very long video. But I'm gonna, 1.5 hours. But I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys had some sort of insight in this game. Of course, there is the manual, and there's lots of other good things that comes with this probably. You have operations, Coral Sea, there's tons of stuff here. But I hope you guys got a good understanding of this game somehow. And do get it. And try to do better than I did. I'm going to end it here because it was a very long recording sessions. But I hope you guys got some idea of the naval campaigns. And I don't know much about this game, as I said before. But I definitely want to try and get into it. I'm probably going to be playing off camera, trying to complete this mission now, because I really want to, complete it. I want to see. It says it's winnable, so it probably is. trying to turn off the music here, but I don't know how to do it. Oh well, gonna end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the other series I'm currently doing. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya.